$200 in 7 days.
No, I don't know. I don't know if they're serious. If they're serious, they are. If they actually want to fucking catch them all, that's what they're fucking doing. That's what I'm fucking doing.
Getting back from our last event at XRP, we knew we were going to have about 2 or 3 weeks of downtime to be able to make any changes or upgrades. So we went ahead and decided to put the heads we've been having for a while now. We're changing out the PRC ASCAS 225s for the Trick Flow ASCAS 220s. They should be a better head, thicker deck, and a much better valve spring. We have the BTR Ultimate springs on it now. And we went ahead and decided to put the camshaft as well. It's a bigger cam. It's meant for GT55 turbos, which have big turbine wheels, and 5.3. It's a max effort 5.3 cam. Did those two things, swapped the rear gear, and we think it should be a pretty good upgrade. All around, it should go a lot quicker. And then we added a G meter so we can see that data. We added a 12 position AEM switch pod. We also went over to my buddy Ryan's to pick up my brother's 4080 that he built for us. It's going to be going in my brother's G-Body LS Turbo car that he's doing a complete restoration on. We ran out of pump E85, so we ran over to the gas station to fill up our drum so we can head back to the shop and start loading up and get ready for this weekend. XRP, Cinco de Mayo race. We're going to be doing the True Street race on Friday, and then I hope if the car's running good, we're going to try and get a road race in, maybe 1 or 2. We'll see. What's up, guys? So we've been kind of MIA for a little bit. Car's here, nothing wrong with it. We are basically waiting for it to cool down a little bit. It's too fucking hot. Car's been done, been ready to go. We were chasing some issues getting up on the converter, and long story short, it took us about 2 weeks. We were messing with it for 2 weeks. We were really close to pulling out the engine because we thought, we checked everything. We replaced so many parts. Long story short, something was wrong with the tranny. I have no idea what, but something was wrong with the tranny. So we had a spare Power Glide that was rebuilt, swapped it in there, same converter, and it fixed the problem. But I'm switching the car over to methanol. I'll remove the intercooler later. Gonna redo the kit and remove the intercooler and all that stuff. But for now, we're gonna keep the intercooler on there and all that stuff. I just put some atomizer 325s. So I'm probably gonna try to go to the track this weekend, make some shakedowns with it. Luckily, I have 2 tanks. So I got methanol in that tank, E85 in this tank. So I warm up the car with the E85. Once the oil gets warm and all that stuff, I kill the car, swap the tune, and then run the methanol. But we're gonna be shaking this car down this weekend, and we're probably gonna be taking the truck. So the truck, we are waiting on some parts, but we've done quite a few things. We're putting cow tracks back on the truck. We got a I think his name's Chris Johnson. We got a Hellcat fuel pump here that drops right in. Factory lines. waiting on some parts for the cow track to put it back together. But we put a Trailblazer SS or Trailblazer intake on there, return style fuel system, with the regulator and all that stuff. And we did, obviously ran all the lines. We put a 2-step on it, MSD 2-step. Converted the mass airflow with the IAT to just a regular IAT sensor. This truck's been together for actually a year or two. Just been sitting here. It's never been driven with the turbo setup. It's got a sloppy stage 2 cam, pack 600 springs. I think this is a truck kit with a older style VS Racing 7875, which I would imagine we max this thing out pretty soon. I'll probably put like one of the G42 clones, like a 7982 or 8582. They have a pretty nice, 2 nice units that drop right into this and will fit on this downpipe. We did that. We did a cheap little catch can just to get things going. Did this little deal here that bolts right into the oil fill. What else did we do? Oh, we did a Circle D. It had a Circle D 3200 stall in it. We knew it wouldn't be enough or loose enough for the 2-step and foot brake. So I was recommended by Pete to do a 245 millimeter 5C. So it's a pretty loose converter. I think it's like 4,000, 4,200. The rear end's narrowed. We have these drag radials on here. We might change them for something else. Maybe the Hoosier DR2, but we're kind of limited to an 18-inch radial for now. We're gonna do the shock relocation deal here with some double adjustable shocks. And that's pretty much it. We did the boost leash controller here. I have I think it's a 2.5 bar map sensor that I can't put on yet because it won't crank otherwise. 2-step is off of the brake, which we may need to mess with that some, but we're hoping to, well, we are going to do the 750 class. There's a 750 class, I think July 8th or something like that, next month, and it's 10,000 to win. 750 index truck class. So we want to do that class with this, and we'd like to be able to go and do the 650 class too. The truck should do it. This fuel system on the 85, it should be good for like 720, 730 to the wheels. After that, we might have to put a bigger injector and lower the fuel pressure, or maybe put a booster pump on it. But we're kind of limited to the pump we have in there because we just bought that. So goals kind of spiraled out of control, but truck's pretty much done. We're just waiting on some cow track parts. We need to get some bushings or something for the front. They should be here today. We can put it back together, and then Caesar's gonna retune it. Should only need about 450 to 475 to the wheels to go 750s. So that's pretty much what we've been up to. I hope to get this thing to the track this Sunday, and I'd like to get my car to the track this Sunday as well and make some shakedowns on the methanol. And we should be taking this car pretty soon to a chassis shop. I've already talked to them. They're gonna try to get me in really, really soon, maybe within the next week or two. As you can see, this car doesn't really have any kind of safety equipment. It has a little bullshit roll bar, and I mean, this is just literally for show. It doesn't do anything. So we're gonna cut this out, and then we'll do the halo, bars down, bar across, do this properly, probably with a swing out, and it'll be certified to 850s, which, you know, car's been faster than that already by a bit, but at least it's something, so that if we roll the car, or if I roll the car, I'm a little bit safer. So I'd like to be as safe as I possibly can be I don't want to put 25.3 and all that in this car, at least not right now. But I'd like to be able to put this cage in there, do whatever other bracing that the chassis guy recommends, and kind of set it up to be able to do a 25.5 in the future if I ever plan to. And who knows, maybe I'll do it later, but right now I really don't want to. But I might do the K member. It takes out the whole center, it takes out everything from the frames forward. I may end up doing that. I may, when it goes to the chassis shop, I may have them do the whole K member, take the intercooler out. I'll probably just keep the same radiator and push it forward to where the intercooler is, push this all the way forward. And then the turbo will be mounted like right here. The inlet will be here. Downpipe will kind of go this way and down. I want to put the downpipe down under the car because I don't want to put any holes in my bumper. I really like the way the car looks without holes in the bumper or any kind of pipe in the front. I think it looks a little less intimidating, I guess you could say. I just kind of want to keep it that way. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. I should be posting this video up probably within the next day or two, and then we'll be going to the track Sunday, and I should have some footage for that too, so stick around. It's just a quick update, kind of showing you what we got going on, and you know, we should be having these two vehicles out at the track pretty soon and be able to start getting some more racing footage in. It's been so hot that I haven't really even wanted to go to the track. I mean, it's just so hot, I didn't care to go. And then I made the decision to switch to methanol, and then I needed parts, and then one thing led to another, and I'm just waiting on stuff. I was waiting on the injectors, got the injectors, didn't have the connectors for the adapters, waited on that. Now I'm waiting on the NTK O2 sensor because I didn't know that you couldn't run the Bosch, so I'm waiting on that. That should be here tomorrow, and then we can get it on the two-step, get it to idle, do all that good stuff, and see if we can go make some passes. I don't really care to set the world on fire, but I want to get back to the track and start shaking it down and just get back to racing. Hopefully it cools down, probably not anytime soon, but hopefully it cools down in the next couple months and we can start racing again. But yeah, stick around and we'll have some more videos out.